Jolly, and welcome to episode 7 of the Denson Chat Show.
This episode of the Chat Show is sponsored by Women's History Month. Throughout Women's History Month, we celebrate the contributions of strong women from the past and present. While it's important to celebrate women all year long, Congress sets aside 1 month each year to recognize the sacrifices made by women for women to help make our country and world rather a fairer, safer place for all.
On today's episode, we have the pleasure of interviewing members of the Iota Theta Zeta chapter of the Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Please give a huge thanks and welcome to Iota Theta Zeta chapter president and Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, Charmaine Bisnoff, and Iota Theta Zeta member of the National Panhellenic Council of Nassau and Suffolk Counties chaplain, and the Atlantic Region Interfaith Coordinator, Alicia Tubbs.
Hi guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Can you please tell us a little bit about the Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated and how it began?
So Zeta Phi Beta Sorority was founded on January 16, 1920 on the campus of Howard University by 5 collegiate women, collegiate being women who were going to college and they were on Howard's campus. And so that organization and that idea was founded over 103 years ago, which is still in existence today as an international organization.
Thank you, that was very interesting.
Are there requirements that must be considered for membership, and how does a person express their desire for membership?
There are requirements for membership. There are financial requirements. There are scholarly requirements, meaning that we are women of scholarship. So we do look at grades, we look at your overall, how you're doing in your classes. If you are an undergraduate member, if you are seeking graduate membership, we look at what you do in the community, because we all know that community service is very important. So there are requirements to membership.
What would you guys say are some misconceptions about joining a sorority or fraternity? And what advice would you give to students who are considering membership into a sorority or fraternity?
That's a great question. So I would say a misconception about joining a fraternity or sorority is that we only party or we like to have fun. But that is in fact the opposite, because joining a sorority such as ours is for a lifelong commitment. Something that starts in college, but it goes after college and throughout your lifetime. So I would say that would be a misconception.
I would also say that a misconception is that our organizations are only on the campuses of historically Black colleges and universities. We are worldwide, we are international organizations. So we are on various college campuses as well, not only HBCUs.
Oh, that actually fits my next question, because we know that there are so many different options for us when it comes to considering what colleges to attend. However, many of us aren't familiar with historically Black colleges and universities as we know as HBCUs. Can you explain to us what is an HBCU and if you attended one?
So a historically Black college or university are colleges or universities that are predominantly for African Americans or Black people. I actually did not attend an HBCU. I attended a PWI, which is a predominantly white institution, and that's Long Island University at CW Post.
Wow. Nice. I would also, Sora, are you
Yes.
Sure. Okay. And I called her Sora because she is my sister. So that's what we call one another. I would also state that historically Black colleges and universities were started at a time when African American students were not allowed to attend other colleges. But because of the richness of who we are and because of the excellence of who we are, we began at historically Black colleges and universities. And it is so wonderful that today, these historically Black colleges and universities are open to all people to receive that same rich, excellent education, which is phenomenal.
When Madam Vice President Kamala Harris took office, we learned that she was a member of the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Around that time, we also heard many people that started speaking about the 9 international Greekletter sororities and fraternities. Can you guys please explain who are the other organizations that make up the 9 international Greekletter sororities and fraternities?
Great question.
Sure.
Great question.
So the first sorority or fraternity to be founded was Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity. That is, their colors are black and gold, and they were founded in 1906 on the campus of Cornell University. Yes, that's right here in New York. We also have 3 other male organizations. That's Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. They were founded in 1911 on January 5th. Their colors are crimson and cream. And then we have Omega Psi Phi Fraternity. Their colors are gold and purple. And they were founded in 1911 as well. And then we also have Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity, who is our brother organization. Their colors are royal blue and pure whites. And they were founded on Howard's campus in 1914. And last but not least, we have Iota Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated. They were founded, they're one of the more recent organizations in 1963, and their colors are brown and gold.
The sororities of the National Panhellenic Council, or as we're lovingly called, the Divine Nine. As you know, there's Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, founded on the campus of Howard University on January 16, 1920. Then there are the lovely ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated that were also founded on the campus of Howard University in Washington, D.C. on January the 15th, 1908. Then there are the lovely ladies of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, founded on January 13th, 1913. And the last sorority is the lovely ladies of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority. They were founded at Butler University in Indianapolis, Indiana in 1922. So there are 9 organizations that make up, that members of NPHC.
We're actually going to speak about the Iota Theta Zeta chapter in the Panhellenic Council today.
Okay.
As members of the Denson Avenue Ambassadors, we partake in various community service projects. Can you speak to us specifically on the importance of service and community in the Iota Theta Zeta chapter?
Sure. So in our chapter, we actually do a lot of community service. You will see us out in the community at food distributions. Oftentimes we do financial literacy programs for the community as well. Doing community service is part of who we are, and it's so important to give back to our communities. That's why one of our founding principles is service.
So last year at Malvern Juneteenth Jubilee, which I actually performed in, we saw that there were representatives from the Iota Theta Zeta chapter alongside other Greek letter sororities and fraternities. We also saw signs for the National Panhellenic Council. Mrs. Tutt, as the chaplain of the National Panhellenic Council, can you please tell us what the National Panhellenic Council is?
Sure, and thank you so much for that question. The National Panhellenic Council, or NPHC, its members are members of the Divine Nine, the organizations that we just told you were the sororities and the fraternities of the Divine Nine. And what we do is we promote a collaboration with one another because we have similar ideals and we have similar thought patterns. So we come together to unite and complete service. So here on Nassau, in Suffolk County, as well as Nassau County, we have the National Panhellenic Council of Nassau and Suffolk counties. There's a president, there's a vice president, there's an executive board. And a part of that is we meet, we find out what the needs are in the community, and we do it together because we have similar thoughts, similar principles, so we do it all together.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We've learned so much from you.
Thank
Yeah,
you
thank
for
you for
having
having
us.
us.
Thank you.
Thank
This
you
was
guys so much.
excellent.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for joining us again today. And until next time, Davison. Bye.